Hi guys and welcome to the channel. I've just started up a new series of where I'm going to show you what star cards are going to be best to be used for things like HVV and Supremacy and Galactic Assault and things like that. So I hope you enjoy it and let's get into it. So let's start with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi is my favourite lightsaber hero in the whole game, so I'm going to start off with telling you about his star cards that I use. So the first card is Jedi Resilience, and basically all this does is increase Obi-Wan Kenobi's maximum health regeneration. It increases it by 100 once you reach the purple card. The best thing about this card is the fact that Obi-Wan Kenobi already has really good health regen, so it adds just on top of that, so it makes his survivability much higher. It's good for Supremacy, Galactic Assault, and Heroes vs Villains. I'd use this card on every single game mode that I play with Obi-Wan. And yeah, like I say, it's a very basic card, but it gets the job done. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and I would definitely recommend using it. It's just going to make you survive a lot longer in them HVV games where you're going against like a really good team. So next up is Safeguard, and what this does is after blocking 5 blaster shots, 2 abilities or lightsaber attacks, with his block, Obi-Wan gains a permanent reduction of 2% to all of his stamina costs to a maximum. This effect resets when Obi-Wan Kenobi is defeated. This goes up to 40%, so it's a pretty good card. What this basically means is that when you get attacked by basically anything, whether it's an ability, a blaster, a lightsaber, and you block that attack, Obi-Wan Kenobi's stamina is permanently increased, which is really good. Obviously, if you die, it does reset, but that's the only downside to the card. The reason I would suggest to use this card is because basically the better you're doing, the harder it's going to be for them to kill you. So, for example, say you're playing Supremacy and you're getting shot at by loads of blasters and you're blocking them all. The next time you get attacked, your stamina is going to be even more increased. So it's going to be a lot harder for them to break your stamina, and that's going to continue up to a maximum of 40%. And 40% on Obi-Wan will be a lot because he can already block a lot of damage. His stamina recovery is really good. His stamina is just genuinely very strong. So this card is definitely a good card to be using on Heroes vs Villains, Supremacy, and Galactic Assault. One more thing to mention about this card is it not only improves his defense, it also massively improves his offense because it increases all his stamina costs. Or decreases all of his stamina costs, should I say. So this includes attacks. So if you're attacking an enemy, you're going to be reducing your stamina slowly instead of as quick as it normally is. So you can swing your lightsaber more times before you run out of stamina. And that's going to help you in a spam situation. Say, for example, you've got 5 or 6 droids trying to kill you and you need to just spam and kill them, get them out of the way. Or if you've got a Darth Vader that's run out of stamina and you know that you can just now spam him until the point that he's dead, that's going to help you there. It's just so helpful to use this card. Finally is quicken focus. The charge up time of all out push is slightly shorter. Right, this might not sound very good when you read it because you might think, oh, it's only 0.5 seconds, but trust me, this card is so good. Without this card, most of the time you might notice that Obi-Wan Kenobi's push fails, as in like an enemy hero will either block it or they have time to dodge it if they're a blaster hero, or if you're on, say, Galactic Assault or Supremacy, you're just getting shot in the meantime. Granted, Obi-Wan does take 90% damage reduction, I believe, while he's using this, but you're still taking that damage, especially on Supremacy where you've got loads of enemies shooting you at once. The 0.5 seconds catches so many people off of guard because they're not expecting the push to charge up that quickly. So, yes, okay, you do sacrifice the range as where you could put the card that has the extended range on, but you increase your accuracy and how often you're actually going to hit someone with this card. I would definitely use this in Heroes vs Villains because it's a very fast-paced mode. You need to be able to help your team very quickly. 0.5 seconds, like I say, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you put the card on, trust me, you'll notice the difference. I stayed away from this card for almost, I'd say, a year before I started using it, and I missed out. That's all I'm going to say. I missed out because the amount of time that actually saves your life, the zero point 0.5 seconds, you might think, oh, it's only 0.5, but trust me, this will save your life. Especially if you can ledge an enemy, or you can push an enemy away from a friendly, or you can just get that final bit of damage on them just to kill them. It works a treat. So just give it a try. If you don't like it, then you can always swap it out for the extended reach push, or the defensive rush would also be a good option to swap it out for. But honestly, I would highly recommend using this card. I'm now going to move on to me explaining why I use these cards just at the end of the video, but just remember, this is only my personal opinion. You might not have the same playstyle as me, or you might find other cards better, and that's absolutely okay. I just wanted to try and help out some people that may not know, or may have a similar playstyle to myself. So hopefully this helps you out. If it did, please like and subscribe, and yeah, I hope this helped. One quick thing, you can also watch the rest of this video that's playing in the background on my channel. It's available. I'll link it in the description. So the star cards I use on General Kenobi are Jedi Resilience, and this basically just means that Obi-Wan has the maximum amount of health regeneration that he could possibly have. Obviously, Obi-Wan's health regen is really good, but by giving him an extra 100 on top of that, it means that you can basically recover most of your health. I'd say about 90%. So that can keep you alive quite frequently, especially in game modes like Galactic Assault, where you've got a lot of enemies shooting at you at once or attacking you. It also helps out a lot in HVV. I mean, a lot of these cards, especially for Obi-Wan, can be used in HVV and for Supremacy, or Galactic Assault also. Next one I use is Quicken Focus, and this just means the charge up time of all-out push is slightly shorter. You might think, oh, it's only 0.5 seconds shorter. That's not a lot, but it makes a massive, massive difference, especially in heroes versus villains. The amount of times I've tried to use all-out push without this card on, and it misses, is just insane. Or it doesn't miss, but they'll block it. So with this card on, most of the time your push will hit. Well, at least it'll hit more frequently. The last card I use is Safeguard. I only recently started using this card because I used to use Forward, but Safeguard, basically after blocking 5 shots, 2 abilities or lightsaber attacks with his block, Obi-Wan gains a permanent reduction of 2% to all of his stamina costs to a maximum. This effect resets when Obi-Wan is defeated. So what this does is it means that every time you're attacked by someone, whether it's a blaster or a lightsaber or an ability, and you block that attack, Obi-Wan's stamina gets better and better as he goes. And this also includes how well he can block, so he can block for longer, he can attack more because he's got more stamina. And the reason I would choose Safeguard over Perfect Defense is because Perfect Defense only improves his defense, not his attack. It only improves his blocking and not his stamina while he's swinging the saber. So Safeguard is actually a better card if you're an offensive player. If you're a very, very defensive player, then I'd probably swap it out and just put Perfect Defense on. But I'm kind of a mix, so I use Safeguard. Safeguard could also be swapped out for Defensive Rush. Defensive Rush is probably a little bit better in terms of if you want to do a bit more damage, but you're not going to survive for as long. And to be honest, I used to use that card, and I just feel like Safeguard is just so much better after using it. So yeah, they're the 3 cards I'd recommend. But like I say, you could alternatively swap it out for Forward or Perfect Defense. But I would definitely use Jedi Resilience and Quicken Focus. Thank you all for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this, and yeah, I hope it helps you out and gets you a few more kills, helps you survive a bit more, and I'll see you in the next one. And the next one will be actually Boba Fett. So if you're a Boba Fett player, then stick around. That'll be posted soon. So I'll see you soon. Peace.